This video is intended for mature audiences or for people who actually just want to have incredible sex. Okay, so why in the world am I talking about sex? Brian, you're supposed to be like this consciousness guy, right? Well, I don't know about you, but I consciously like sex. And I knew that this video would get a bunch of clicks. So that's what I'm talking about. And that's what I call the video. So here's the reality. All right. Several years ago, when I started professionally doing my work, I was doing one-on-one sessions and I was helping people to dissolve any kind of life issue, anything that was troubling them. And then I watched, and I would do a session with someone about their career and their stuck finances, and they would message me 3 weeks later that they had quit smoking and that their relationships were better. And I would work with someone and we would do a session and they would say, well, I want to do more with you. So I would do 90 days with someone and we would focus mainly on their career or mainly on their weight. And they would tell me that their sex got better and their relationships got better and their career transformed. And over the course of the last 5.5 years that I've been doing this, I've watched it evolve and I've watched the type and size and the scope of miracles happen. And one of the areas of life that's really, really important to a lot of people, myself included, is sex and sexuality. Now, on one level, sex means, what is your orientation? Are you male? Are you female? And nowadays, are you like some blend between there? And really behind that is, are you more masculine or more feminine? Whether you're a man or a woman or alien. Well, we're all aliens. But anyway, are you more masculine? Are you more feminine? Our civilization and our culture has squashed masculinity. And there are reasons behind that. And it has taught femininity that it's not safe and it's not okay and that it should become as masculine as men. And that creates a lot of pain, a lot of misery. So there's a bunch of men in the world who are just absolutely fucking miserable wimps. I used to be one. Okay, I relate very well. I'm not putting anybody down. There are a lot of sweet, feminine, lovely women that are doing their best to have bigger balls than the guys around them. And the net result for everybody is less awesomeness. For each of us, less enjoyment, less bliss, less pleasure, and a lot less amazing sex than we could have. And when you find out the healing, I use that word differently than most people, but the healing and the power and the magic that's available to us from having outrageous, awesome, beautiful, intense, and intimate sexual interactions with the partner or partners that we choose, independent of all the programming and all the conditioning and all the, I know that scares the living hell out of most of us, only because of the programming that we receive, not for any other reason, only because of the programming that we receive. So here's a question for you. How would I behave sexually? What kind of orgasms would I want to have? What partner or partners would I choose if I were completely free of any programming, of any right and wrong, of any enforced morality? What perfect morality might I find myself expressing for the benefit of all, for my highest good and the benefit of all, if I were completely free of all that bullshit? And over the course of the last 2 years, as I began to really comprehend the magic of sexuality, watching the work that I've done and the awakening that it's brought in people, I've had several clients recently come to me with that as their primary area of wanting to transform, okay, or one of their most key areas. And you know, there's a couple sayings that are starting to become more well known in esoteric circles, that the more orgasms a woman has, the less neurotic she is, you know, and the more intimacy and orgasmic closeness, intimacy keyword here, that a man has, the less of a jerk he is, the less of an ass he is in all of his interactions. And it's colloquial as well as very scientific technical terms at the same time. And so I've watched in awe and amazement at the clients that have come to me wanting me to work with them specifically on sexual issues and to watch them become multi-orgasmic and to watch them become joyful and to watch the craziness fall off and the weight fall off and the joy to rise as diseases and all kind of other shit just fade away and the relationships transformed in the light of this. And for the last 2 or 3 weeks I've contemplated making this video, and each time I'll just confess, okay? I listen when my soul, my heart speak, and on occasion I still for a moment will allow my mind to create hesitation. Doesn't last long anymore these days. So I'm making this video, and I want to tell you that if you would like to experience sexual freedom, all right, what I'm really about is total personal freedom. And what total personal freedom means to me is the ability to go where you want, when you want, with whom you want, buying, selling, giving, and donating the way you want, with time and money as non-issues, in the most joyful state that you can expand into. To me, that's what total personal freedom is. And with sex being one of the pinnacle forms of our communication with the rest of the world and with our partner or partners, it's an important thing. And I think it's time for us to stop being scared to talk about it. It's time for us to stop associating it with anything lesser than what it is, which is the most miraculous energies and healing, powerful, transformational, liberational energies that are available to us humans, and to expand into that. If you like this idea, if you'd like to expand into more of that, I'm doing a live stream on December 20th at 8 a.m. Hawaiian time. You'll get all the time translations on the website that I'm going to send you to. Just go to the link that's showing on your screen. It's also, if you're watching this on YouTube or one of the social networks, you'll see, even on Facebook, you'll see the link is in the description. We can actually just click on it. Go register for that live stream. Get on there with us and get ready to take your freedom, including the awesome power of your sexuality, taking that into freedom, transforming your life all the way up into liberation. And I look forward to seeing you on the live stream.